Hello, this is me. And what is my name? I don't want to tell. I don't know why. Because of some reason. And today I'll talk about the international politics. Like now, actually, what is happening all over the world about the politics. So the first one happening is I saw there's an election going on in Pakistan, and I want to talk about the Pakistan, the South Asian country, a country that's share the border with Pakistan, but Afghanistan, maybe India, and another which country I don't know. So the thing is, the Pakistan politics is too much like I don't like the politics, not very much. Like I don't like it, but I sometimes like it because you see, some of the country, you can talk about the Russia, like where Putin, Vladimir Putin is in power for more than 20, 30 years, long time. And, but in Pakistan, when someone is in power, the military has the power, and after few years, 2, 3, sometimes 1 years, they are throwing him out from the power, and that's what's happening in Pakistan. And I heard after got the independence, uh, like in 1947, from like when two countries met in 1947. From that time, the Pakistan government, not a single government fulfilled their term, like 5 years maybe, 5 years term. Not a single Pakistani government fulfilled their term so far. So what is happening in the middle? The military, who also share the power with the government, like they are kind of like utmost power they have, and what they are doing is in the middle of that, or sometimes whenever the things that they're trying the government, to topple the government, and then the political turmoil is begin, and new election is happening. That's what happened. Like I didn't follow a long time in Pakistani politics. There was a government, there was a prime minister. What is his name? Nawaz Sharif. I saw him, and he got, he won the election once, and got a very popularity. And then what I saw in the middle of that, what happened? Military also, throw him away, and you know, uh, get him out from the power. And now after that, the police of the Pakistani government, they are feeling some case against her, corruption. Every time there will be some corruption cases and some other cases. So after that, what happened? He was in jail for a long time, and then the Imran Khan who came to the power, and after that, I don't know who was in power. Then Imran Khan, a Pakistani cricketer, like he was a captain of the Pakistan and got a World Cup. I think that's why he's very popular in Pakistan, and got a political party, Tehreek Insaf, if I'm not wrong. And the Imran, the Nawaz Sharif party was like PML, maybe something like that, and his brother also doing that. Now, what happened in Pakistan is, there is again the election is going on today maybe, and social media and the internet cut off because of that. But what will happen now? Another government will come to the power. I heard that the same person, Nawaz Sharif, there is a big chance he can come to the power again, because he was not in the country. Maybe he was in exile in other country, or and he will come. If he won the election, his brother or someone. So that's the kind of big things happening, in the world, because he will be in the power again, who have maybe 100 and almost 50 nuclear warheads in their hands, you know. maybe sixth nuclear power country. That's a big thing, in international politics. That's why I'm just talking about the Pakistan. And secondly, I'm going to talk about the war in Israel, like, and Palestinian Gaza that is happening now in the Middle East. You can say the war is happening in the Middle East, not in only not only in like what in Gaza or Palestine, part of that, or Lebanon. It's all now over the, spreading all about the Middle East. Like Iran involved in the war, and Hezbollah, the Lebanon, running, who are running the Lebanon. I think Hezbollah, a military organization, a military branch, who are uh, running the Lebanon government. They are also in the fight, and from other side like Houthi. I don't say this is our Bengali accent, Houthi, and in English they are saying Houthi. They are with the war, with especially with the Americans and Israelis and what, and the British as well. They are Red Sea. They are just controlling the Red Sea, not controlling actually, when the Red Sea crossing any American or UK's flagged ships, they're targeting with the missiles and some other, uh, you know, warhead, attacking that ships, and because of that, USA and UK and some other countries jointly targeted them in which country I forget. The Houthis, mm, Iraq, Iran, and where the Houthis living now, with Yemen. Yeah, I got it. In Yemen, they are now, in Yemen, they are kind of with the war with the government and against the Saudi Arabia and other, local party, like, in the regional party. They were and Houthi was in a good shape. After a long war, they are still controlling part of Yemen, a big part of Yemen. So they have also the power and backing and backed by the Iran, different militia group in Middle East, backed by Iran. They are providing the financing and weapons and other things. So that's the big things for the international business when crossing the Red Sea. That's a busiest maybe sea route for the world, and many businesses and goods are just with the crossing the river, the sea. So that's a big thing. And still, like, another big thing is there was a truce proposal from which side, from maybe, you know or maybe Dubai, Qatar, or some other country trying to, there's a peace proposal with, leaving the hostages, giving the hostages to Israel. At the beginning of the war, they are taking some hostages. Hamas, the who are controlling the Gaza and Palestine. So what happened actually is, now they are, what they're doing. They are, there was a proposal that, freeing the hostages, giving them back, and then there will be two proposal for maybe a few weeks, maybe 2 months or something. But the Israel said only victory, will end the war. So I don't think Israel will couldn't, going to accept it very easily like that. But still there is a die, and people are killed by Israeli military, and that's what in the Gaza happening, especially now. I don't hear anything that's when the Hamas are throwing any rockets for so long time. Maybe sometimes I'm not hearing that a lot. So that's another thing. And if I go to the Ukraine and Russia war in Ukraine, a big blow for the Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. What happened actually? the Republicans blocked the aid assistance, aid for the Ukrainian, which is maybe almost more than $50 billion. Totally maybe more than $100 billion for the Mexican border and Ukraine. So that uh, Republicans stopped that that aid. So it's a big blow for big a big shock you can say for the Ukraine. So you can see from the beginning of Ukraine war, what Zelensky is getting from the America. Almost 80% you can say because of them they are still on the war. They are still fighting because of their assistance, their help, their weapons, their other things. And there was I saw there is one interesting thing is the Polish president, maybe Donald Tusk, who was the European Union president before, he just said something really something um, demoralize or something bad for the Republican Senate, or that you should ashamed of that what you did or something. So there was things and the war is going like stable. Now Russia is quite a good position, but not very much though, because it's been a long time the war is going on, continue. And of past when the war started, some people who are think tank and some researcher was predicting that the war will continue maybe 10 days, 20 days, 1 month, something like that. Ukraine can stay and hold on the Russians military, a powerful military, but they're still doing that. That's a thing, like Russia can attack another country and there was people and everything, so it's kind of tough, but they were thinking like that, even the whole world thinking like that. So the war is still going on, and Vladimir Putin gave an interview with an American TV, and that was kind of like angry, make angry the American government maybe. And what is the new thing in international politics? Oh, and now I want to say about my country, Bangladesh. There is a border with Myanmar, and two people killed by the almost two, three people so far killed by, or five people killed by the Myanmar, military or the Arakan army. We don't know because that's coming from the other side of the border, so we can't see actually what is or who is just doing that. What is going happening? The regional war, not regional war, like civil war, you can say, happening in Myanmar, and the things that we have at the border, very close border, So what they're doing is they're fighting in the border, and now the bullets, mortar shell, and other thing coming to our country. You know, a house has burned down. I saw, and people were very frightened about that. They're going to a safe place, and government's still making and everything. Like school is closed, and so that's a big blow. Like big things for Bangladesh. And Bangladesh were protesting to the uh, Myanmar's there is a embassy member. They were protesting to them, and in Myanmar, I'm not following them a lot, but I have heard that there is a Arakan army, and Aung San Suu Kyi, who got the Nobel Peace Prize, and who were with the fight with the Rohingya Muslim, came to Bangladesh, more than 1 million. And after that, the Janta government, like Janta military, took the power, and the military in the power, and Suu Kyi in the jail custody, or the home arrested or something. And now Arakan army, they are fighting all around the country. So the fight is going on. Yes. And any other thing? The international politics, it's just going on like that. And I don't know anything else about Sarah now, but it's almost 14 minutes. I want to go. And thank you. If you guys see that, then that will be a good thing for me. And if you don't, that's okay as well. So goodbye. Have a good time, everybody. Goodbye. Take care of yourself all.